Independence to move, to travel, and to navigate in general is meant for everyone. Unfortunately, that is not always the case. My name is Grace. Let me tell you a story about my parents. Both of them lost their sight completely when they were 6. Since then, they have to experience the world in a very different way. While mobilizing is a common thing to do in our everyday life, it is totally different for them. It can be even life-threatening, especially when there's no one around to give them help. We came up with a solution that can help make navigating in public spaces easier for the visually impaired. With a goal to empower them for permanent accessible means of mobility, we present to you PetaNetra. PetaNetra supports the visually impaired to navigate independently in public spaces using pre-recorded augmented reality paths. We create these AR paths using a supporting app called PetaNetra Map Editor. This app will be used by sighted users to create new paths or review and update the paths that have been created. Our system works by enabling everyone to collaborate in making paths. Created paths will then be shared via the network to be used by blind users on PetaNetra app. Let's have a look at how we can make paths using our editor app. In this video, we are on MRT station. We make paths using LiDAR-powered iPad Pro. Our app will study significant features of a location like walls, floor patterns, and other objects. Along the way, we may find obstacles that may disrupt a blind user's navigation. You can put markers on these obstacles that will then be informed to the blind user during navigation. Here, we mark a location where a blind user will need to do some action. In this example, doing mandatory temperature and security checks before entering the station. We can then continue making paths on other parts of the station. And as seen on the video, a trail of crumbs were automatically added behind us. However, this is an option that you can turn on and off with a simple button click. We can then continue making a path over the location and marking other obstacles and warnings in the location. The most important markers are for places or destination points, for example, a ticketing counter. We mark these places so that a blind user knows what's around them and can be navigated to these places. We can then save our work by adding some details, like the name and address of the location. And that's how we create paths and markers on our editor app. Let's take a look at how PetaNetra navigation works.
Arahkan kamera belakang device ke ruangan secara portrait, lokasi ditemukan.
Our navigation begins by first detecting where a user is and listing all points of interest nearby. Users can then choose where they want to go, in this example, to a ticketing counter or loket in Indonesian. With everything ready, we can now begin the navigation.
Maju 18 meter, pertahankan arah device Anda.
All of the information was delivered in a complete and informative experience, powered by voiceover and haptic feedback. We also provide dynamic directional adjustment to make sure the user is going in the right direction.
Penyesuaian arah, putar device Anda ke arah jarum jam 4 secara maju 3 meter, pertahankan arah device Anda.
This is an example of how warnings can be informed to the users during navigation.
Maju 10 meter, pertahankan arah device Anda. Peringatan, di depan Anda ada jalan licin.
And that's it. Fast, accurate, and informative, all on our app. We use advanced technologies like augmented reality to accurately create indoor location detection and dynamic path adjustment used for navigation. Navigation instructions are delivered by voiceover and haptics to make it accessible for everyone. We provide interactive tutorials that can be accessed anytime to prepare users before using PetaNetra in public spaces. Together with other features and technologies, we develop a growing ecosystem to ensure an easy and simple experience for visually impaired people. All this can only be done with the cooperation of public space management. We've taken the first steps towards this goal by working closely with Transjakarta to map their bus stations one by one. In the future, we will target other public infrastructure and commercial space management. Your building can be the next stepping stone to create an inclusive environment. We are PetaNetra, led by female founders who are passionate about bringing social impacts with an aim to improve the quality of life for disabilities. There are Jessie, Asti, and Yavonia on our engineering team, along with Felice and Grace on our designer team. You can try our app and get in touch with us by scanning the QR code on the screen. We're looking forward to having you join our effort to make the world better for everyone.